Assalamu everyone. This is Zubair Mushtaq, AI Wala. We are going to discuss a special topic, how to deal with criticism. Whether it comes from work, family, or society, criticism can either break us or help us grow. Let's explore how to handle it wisely with ChatGPT. Hi ChatGPT, how are you?
Walaikum Assalam. I'm doing really well. Thank you. I'm excited about this topic. Criticism is such a powerful tool for growth
I
when
for
handled the right way.
yeah. Okay, my first question is how can you differentiate between constructive criticism and negative criticism?
That's a great question. Constructive criticism is usually specific, actionable, and delivered with the intent to help you improve. It focuses on the behavior of the work rather than the person, and often comes with suggestions for improvement. And negative criticism, on the other hand, tends to be vague, overly critical, and can feel personal or even dismissive. It doesn't usually provide a path forward, making it harder to benefit from.
Okay, and why do people often take criticism so personally?
It's quite natural because our work and actions are often tied to our sense of self worth. When criticism feels like a reflection of our abilities or character, it can hit a bit close to home. Additionally, our brains are wired to protect us from negative feedback as a survival mechanism. Over time, though, we can learn to view criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack.
Course. Okay, what mindset can help someone handle criticism in a healthy way?
Adopting a growth mindset is incredibly helpful. This means viewing criticism as a tool for learning and improvement rather than a judgment of your abilities. It also helps to practice self compassion, reminding yourself that everyone makes mistakes and that feedback is a part of growing. Lastly, staying curious and asking for clarification can turn criticism into a constructive conversation.
Okay, and how should we respond to criticism at the workplace?
A good approach is to stay calm and open minded. First, listen carefully without interrupting and try to understand the perspective behind the feedback. You can acknowledge the feedback by thanking the person and asking for specific examples if needed. Then take some time to reflect on it and see how you can apply it. And finally, follow up to show that you've taken the feedback seriously and have made improvements.
Right. And what role does emotional intelligence play in dealing with criticism?
Emotional intelligence is really crucial because it helps you manage your emotions and stay composed when receiving feedback. It also allows you to empathize with the person giving the criticism, understanding their intentions. This self awareness helps you process the feedback more objectively and respond in a constructive way. It also helps in maintaining positive relationships and reducing stress in the process.
Great. How do you recommend handling harsh or unfair criticism?
When criticism feels harsh or unfair, it's important to take a step back and not react impulsively. Give yourself a moment to process your emotions and then assess the feedback objectively. It can be helpful to seek a second opinion to get a clearer perspective. Also, try to focus on any useful nuggets of information that can help you grow. And if the criticism is truly unfounded, it's okay to let it go and focus on the constructive feedback you receive.
Excellent. ChatGPT, can you also explain this in Urdu for our audience for better understanding?
बिल्कुल, जब तनकीद सख्त या गैर मुनसिफाना महसूस हो, तो पहले थोड़ा-सा आराम से रुक कर अपने जज़्बात को थोड़ा-सा पुरसुकून करें और फिर तनकीद को वैज्ञानिक अंदाज में देखें। अगर मुमकिन हो तो किसी दूसरे शख्स की राय ले लें ताकि एक बेहतर नज़र आ सके। जो भी मुफ़ीद बात हो उसे नोट कर लें और अगर तनकीद बिल्कुल बेबुनियाद हो तो उसे नज़रअंदाज कर दें और अपनी तरक्की पे फ़ोकस रखें।
Zabardast, wonderful idea. Okay, next question is how can criticism be used as a tool for self improvement?
Criticism can be a powerful self-improvement tool if we approach it with the right mindset. By looking at feedback as a chance to learn and grow, we can identify areas for development. It helps to break down the feedback into actionable steps, set specific goals for improvement, and track progress over time. Embracing criticism as a valuable guide rather than a setback can really accelerate personal growth.
Right. Okay, next question is what are some strategies to stay calm and composed when criticized? You also need to explain first in English, then in Urdu.
Absolutely. To stay calm when criticized, it helps to take a deep breath and give yourself a moment before responding. Focus on the content of the feedback rather than the delivery. Remind yourself that the feedback is about your work, not your worth. It can also help to maintain a positive inner dialogue and keep an open mind. अब उर्दू में तनकीद पर पुरसकून रहने के लिए एक गहरी सांस लें और जवाब देने से पहले खुद को एक लम्हा दें। तनकीद के मवाद पे फोकस करें, ना कि उसके अंदाज पे। याद रखें कि तनकीद आपकी शख्सियत नहीं, बल्कि आपके काम के बारे में है। अपने अंदर मुस्बत गुफ्तगू रखें और खुला जहन रखें।
बहुत आला, जबरदस्त. Okay, my next question is how can one learn to filter useful feedback from unnecessary negativity?
To filter useful feedback from unnecessary negativity, helps to focus on the substance of the feedback rather than the tone. Look for specific actionable points that can help you improve and try to let go of any personal attacks or negative language. It can also help to seek feedback from trusted sources and to remind yourself that not all feedback is equally valuable. Over time, this practice helps you become more discerning and resilient. और उर्दू में मुफीद फीडबैक को गैर ज़रूरी मनफी तनकीद से अलग करने के लिए उसके मवाद पर तवज्जो दें, न कि अंदाज पर। जो बात आपकी बेहतरी के लिए हो उसे नोट कर लें और किसी भी ज़ाती हमले या मनफी ज़बान को नज़रअंदाज कर दें। कोशिश करें कि ऐसी शख्सियत से फीडबैक लें जिन पर आपको भरोसा हो और याद रखें कि हर फीडबैक एक जैसा कीमती नहीं होता है। वक्त के साथ आप जिसमें ज़्यादा मोहतात और मजबूत हो जाएंगे।
बिल्कुल सही, जबरदस्त. Okay, how can we give criticism to others in a respectful and helpful way?
Giving criticism respectfully involves being specific and focusing on the behavior rather than the person. It helps to start with positive feedback to create a supportive atmosphere and then gently introduce areas for improvement. Be clear and offer actionable suggestions rather than vague comments. Also ensure that your tone is kind and your intent is to help them grow. और उर्दू में दूसरों को तनकीद देते वक्त ये ज़रूरी है कि आप मखसूस और वाज़ेह बात करें और शख्सियत के बजाय अमल पे फोकस करें। सबसे पहले कुछ मुस्बत बातें बताएं ताकि माहौल खुशगवार रहे और फिर नरमी से बेहतरी के लिए तजावीज़ दें। वाज़ेह और अमल पज़ीर मशवरे दें और अंदाज़ ऐसा रखें कि सामने को महसूस हो कि आप उसकी बेहतरी चाहते हैं।
बिल्कुल सही. Excellent. Thank you very much, ChatGPT, for sharing such meaningful insights. Criticism is something we can't avoid, but learning how to deal with it can truly change our personal and professional life. I hope our viewers take these lessons to heart and use criticism as a stepping stone to growth. Allah Hafiz and goodbye.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to share these insights. I completely agree that learning to handle criticism can be a game changer. I hope everyone finds it valuable. Allah Hafiz and take care.